crash and bash of the dueling sword to the pure theory. If the fencing starts before I've finished explaining, the fencers who are watching will know what's going on, but for the rest of you, I will try to explain what is happening. Here are the 4 men's foil finalists, and the 4 women's foil finalists are coming on at the other end. The foil is not a real weapon, it is a training weapon. It was invented in the 18th century when people were still fighting in earnest with swords. And the fencing masters dreamt up a sport which taught their pupils to stay alive in a real fight. The target is therefore only the trunk of the body, that part that you can see there covered by the lame jacket. That is the part where you would do real damage in a fight. You can only score by hitting your opponent on the trunk of the body. If you hit him on the arms or the legs, the lights will go on in the new equipment, but you won't get a hit for it. It's off target. And if you hit him on the head, the same thing. Although that could do a lot of damage, in the 18th century, it was a matter of honor that you didn't wear masks. You must also hit without being hit yourself. Now, the way the masters defined this was to say that the man who moved first in foil, in a real fight, they felt that you ought to learn to stay alive, stop being hit first. So this right of way, the referee defines who moves first. Instinctively, the fencers ought to know, and if you watch, you can see which is the attack. The other one then, if he parries the attack, that parry has taken the right of way from the attacker and put it onto the defender. Once you've parried the attack, then you have the right of way and you can go on, but if the defender then parries your attack, your counter-attack, your parry, it's simply a question of the one who moves first to threaten the target has the right of way until the other one removes that threat with a parry. Now you will see white lights go on, and that means that the point has landed off target on the arms or the legs. On the left here we have Elvis Gregory of Cuba, and on the right José Francisco Guerra of Spain. Guerra is another astonishing finalist. And what a lovely hit, he's just won. Now this young man, he's 27 years old, he's ranked number 62 in the world. Elvis Gregory, whom he's just beaten, is a Cuban, not the best Cuban, the world champion, and number 1 until today was another Cuban called Rolando Tucker. But Elvis Gregory was the bronze medalist in the last Olympics, and he's just lost to a Spaniard who's ranked number 62. Wow. Now the next, this is between 2 men who might once have been in the same team. Dmitri Shevchenko on the left, Russian, bronze medalist in 1990, ranked number 12 in the world. And on the right, Sergei Goloubytsky of the Ukraine. He lives in the beautiful city of Kiev. He's ranked number 1 in the world at the moment, and he won the silver medal in 1993. Now we've seen the score here go up. 14-5 here, and there's the one hit. Goloubytsky made the attack, but Shevchenko parried the attack, left his point in line. Now let's see it. Goloubytsky comes onto it. There's the parry, there's the riposte. The fact that Goloubytsky continued to be off target doesn't matter. He had lost the right of way because his attack was parried.
Un peu prête? Allez!
Now.
Halt! Soufflez encore. Prête? Allez!
José Francisco Guerra on the left.
Halt! Attaque, retour.
Dmitri Shevchenko on the right.
Une en rien. Prête. Allez.
And he seems to have blocked his way through. That attack was off target. You see the white light goes up there.
Allez.
Shevchenko much more movement in foil fencing. There. There's Shevchenko's attack. And he comes back and he keeps pushing through. Guerra can't find it at all. I think that the score is a bit wonky. I think the score is 2-0 now. There was only one light there, but the attack was parried and then the riposte was on. Parry is that swipe of the blade that stops the attack. Oh, beautiful. Nice flick on. 4-0. As I said, there's much more movement in foil fencing. The fencers can they don't have to worry about stop hits or walking onto points. If you've got right of way, you know you can keep going. If your opponent hits you, so what? You've got the right of way. The reason for inventing these rules long ago in the days of dueling has disappeared, and now the theoretical sport that has evolved often involves allowing the hit to land, knowing that your point was in line and attacking first. Oh dear. 6-0. Well now, off target. Guerra has done extremely well to get this far, and the form that got him this far seems to have disappeared a little bit. Or at last, there's another one. At last he's outclassed, or awed by the occasion. This is certainly a personal best for him. The attack is through. Well, perhaps I spoke too soon. He has broken his duck now, but 1-7. Oof. He's over eager, which has taken him off the piste. 1-8. It's a first to 15. Look at the speed of that. Oh. Beautiful attack and ends up on the arm. Wonderful flip riposte. Oh dear. Guerra's spending a certain amount of time on the floor. He's certainly putting his heart into this, but somehow he does seem a bit outclassed now. Shevchenko is very cool. Oh, a bit too cool. Good. Terrible punching attack from that angle. 2-8. Oh. Three. He's behind, he's far behind, he knows he has to attack, he knows that Shevchenko simply has to defend himself, he needn't score another hit. Just wait for the time to be played out and he's won. But in fact, he's using Guerra's eagerness, letting him come to him, letting him extend himself, then very neatly putting the point on like that. Beautiful.
S'il vous plaît, en garde, tous les deux. Êtes-vous prêts? Allez.
Oh, short. Oh. Same again. Parry with the point high and a flick riposte onto the shoulder.
Okay.
I think the score's wrong.
12. Ok, c'est vrai. Êtes-vous prêts?
Yeah.
Le 12, c'est vrai.
It's 12. What's he got up? I can't. Yes, that's 13, right.
The 12.
No, 12 was right. Good.
Êtes-vous prêts? Allez.
Oh. Just almost as Guerra relaxes, and then in comes another flick when he can't move. Off target.
Poste plaqué, remise, nous voilà. Prêt? Allez.
Shevchenko is so confident. That was on the leg. White light came up off target.
Attaque de gauche, touche, c'est pas d'attaque. Attaque de gauche.
Both lights went up there, but Shevchenko moved first. It was his attack. I wonder if we could see that in slow motion.
Prêt? Allez.
White light, off target.
Prêt? Allez.
Only one hit. Oh. This is one hit more for Shevchenko. It's an unfortunate defeat for Guerra at this stage, but it is the final. And for a man with his ranking, he's come a long way.
Allez.
Halt there because Shevchenko was disarmed.
Ouais. Allez.
Now that time, we had earlier occasion when a hit was given on the halt. That was clearly after the halt. There's an attack that's on, that's it. He is Dmitri Shevchenko, bronze medal in 1990. And now, with a Russian flag to wave, there is a Russian foil champion. Once he fenced for the Soviet Union, now he fences for Russia. And as a Russian, he is a world champion. It's unfortunate that the last final was not a bit more close, but Guerra is someone to watch if he can get this far in a world championship. Join us for women's foil after the break.
1-0.